Say hi, camera. Say hi to the camera.
Myself, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. And it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on, I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. And it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on, I'm gonna be my own best friend. Controlling, and you say that you love me, but you don't. Your family told me one day I would see.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Essie's Diary. Wow, I don't know how to feel because I feel like it was just now that I was recording for YouTube, but it also feels like I haven't recorded in quite some time. I think this is my first sit-down video in a long time. Let me just double check actually. Wait guys, I feel like why am I back? No man, I just did a sit-down a month ago. It feels like it's been 100 years because I've been so cooped up with Umdana. I haven't had time to just sit and breathe. To just sit and breathe, guys. To just sit and think, to listen to my thoughts. It's been a journey and a half, and my child is not even a year old yet. So this is a goal. It's going to go that's already been, putting me through the most. This vlog, I just wanted to do a sit down about motherhood and just tell you guys about the first few months I've had with my baby boy. Part one basically, and then I'll do part two when he's a year older. And tell you about the last half because it's 5 months old. So this is the first half of the year, and I just wanted to chat to you guys about how life has been as a first-time mom. And I want to get right to it because the baby boy can wake up anytime. He sleeps only for 30 minutes in Mimi. We're going to talk about that. I literally have been setting up for 10 minutes or 15. I literally have 15 minutes left now until he wakes up. But let me not worry about that. Let me just go with the flow. Let me just try and be present. Try and just woosah. So after baby boy was born, life changed drastically, quickly. Everything was just wow, everything was happening all at once. That first week I was in pain because of the C-section, and I had to take injections so that my blood doesn't clot on my legs. I think it's a C-section thing. I just forgot that injection now, but yeah, there's quite a lot of things also that happen with the C-section because I know there's a lot of things that happen with the NPT, natural birth, where, the tearing, and a lot more that happens. But with C-section, something that I've gone through, the only hectic thing was the injections that I had to get. If you guys hear dogs and people walking in Zankolela, because this is the neighborhood that people love to walk by. It's nice and quiet, so anyway, C-section. So that first week was quite painful. I just got back from the hospital. I had to stay at my mom's place because she needed the help with Umdana. Luckily, my boyfriend was able to be there as well. So we were all hands on with the baby boy, and Nama was in pain, so I couldn't do anything like the labor. And I'm talking about cooking, cleaning, I just had to look after Umdana because I was in so much pain. And obviously I just gave birth. The pain was obviously my scar. I just had surgery. And also I was trying to avoid having any blood clots, so they gave me injection, gave for that, medication. I was just heavily medicated until that first week, going into the second. But I think by the second, third, fourth, I started getting better. I started feeling better. I was able to try and focus now on the fact that I just brought a baby into this world. Yay, guys. I thought baby boy was such a calm baby. And I say this because especially they were like, oh my god, such a calm, cute baby, so quiet. And obviously newborns are quiet and calm when they just came out into the world. And my baby is gonna put us through the utmost. Not his fault. He was born with Colic. And it's something that my boyfriend and I learned about as we were parents, as we were going through it that week. We were not aware that Nana had a colic. And the crazy thing is that the day before we left, or the day we left, or the day before we left, I think, I'm not so sure, Ukakawake was like, hey, Nana, we need a color. And Jimmy Kalaranaga, here's some medication to help with that. And we were like, oh, okay. We didn't take it into consideration that he might have an issue, you know. He just said, I'm gonna have a Mukala and stuff. I don't know that Kala, it's normal for babies to cry. So I was like, okay, cool. Nancy medication, he just gave us medication, okay. And he knew why he was giving us medication, and I just wish he had told us why. I wish Nancy we had the opportunity to ask why, but there was so much going on. He knew basically why. I changed that doctor now, we're no longer seeing that doctor. Yeah, no, I'm good. He has a new doctor. But anyway, without me saying things all over the place, oh, baby boy had a colic, something that we were not prepared for, something we did not know about. We had to research about it. We had to find proper medication. Hey, this is Goa, guys. The first month of Umdana Ogekala. Oko Opekala, O baby boy, because of he was in so much pain from trying to release igasi, from trying to release poop, not knowing that there's something in Koya as well lingering besides the colic. Hey, Umdana guys, go every single night. I was so stressed. Postpartum hit. Ngapha ngamabele, being engorged, bengoa guys, bengoa. And people were like, I don't know, it's normal for babies to cry, every baby has it and whatever. But we were like, I owe it to Mdana, it's not the same. And the crazy thing is that my mom, because we lived with my mom was like, hi man, I'm not a banje. She had not seen what my man and I were going through in the room, because she did not understand until she slept with the baby at one night, and she was like, wow. She was like, wow, no, something's definitely wrong. Also, voice, he always had this like breathing, you know, something was wrong with his breathing. I just didn't understand. So cool, we dealt with the colic. And honestly, guys, the colic, I'll tell you for free, if you're a first-time parent or you're pregnant and you want to be a first-time mom and you get a baby who has colic, there's literally nothing you can do about it. It's gonna have to pass on its own. And it took him 3 months for the colic to pass. 3 months. Second month it was getting better, but it had not passed. But yeah, he was getting better by the second month. But third month is when I guess there's a difference in my baby boy. I think after the first month with his 6-week checkup, which he only went to the doctor when he was 8 weeks, because we were supposed to go when he was 6 weeks, but life, guys, we only were able to go when he was 8 weeks to the doctor to go check up. That's when he was admitted to the hospital. If you follow me on social media, I think I did post on Instagram about being in the hospital with Ndana, or my man did, I think, and I reposted something like that. He was at the hospital because he was struggling with breathing, and he's got something called laryngomalacia. Yeah, basically, is nosy to colic is when, from what I know, is when obviously the system is immature to pass ilenduka. So it's a bit painful to poop, it's a bit painful to let out umsuzo, gas. So yeah, it's not a nice sight to see, especially with the newborn. Those babies are fragile, guys. My baby boy was so fragile, so tiny. It was painful to see him go through it. I was going through it because I was not sleeping, but it was even more painful to see him in pain, you know. And he also has this thing called laryngomalacia where he couldn't breathe properly. His esophagus was immature, and it was because he was born it wasn't premature, but he was born at 37 weeks, which is kind of premature, kind of not. But because of that, yeah, his system wasn't fully mature enough, so he obviously needed to grow a bit more so that Aqua to get to handle just being a human, basically. And yay, it was a lot. The doctor was able to prescribe him something called, I think, Nexium. It's to help you with the reflux. Every single time a kinya or something, akwazi uba iphume kakuhle ihambe kakuhle apha kwisystem yakhe, kungastaki acid ngaphakathi. Yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining this right even. I'm trying my best to explain this. I hope you guys get it. Honestly, it's the best way I can. Yeah, he had those things, your baby boy, the first 3 months. And it was quite a ride. I did not enjoy motherhood then. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I love my boy. I love him with everything I have in me. I just went through it, you know, because of seeing him go through it. And I was asking myself, like, why are we going through this? You know, is this how motherhood is? Like, just your baby boy being in pain constantly, and now we're going through it constantly. Ngapha, we are sleep deprived. I was so sleep deprived. Every 2 to 3 hours I'm awake because I needed to breastfeed. If I don't breastfeed, and I get engorged. So ngapha ile breastfeeding journey. Yeah, guys, I don't even know what almost took me out. I don't know if it was me being sleep deprived or my breastfeeding journey. I think for me, with the breastfeeding, I'm not gonna talk much about it, but all I can say is it was hard. I breastfed my baby exclusively for 3 months, 3 to 4 months. And by the 4th month, I realized that baby boy was not gaining weight. I had a gut instinct telling me that he's crying constantly. Even when he was better from colic, like he was fine. Even with the laryngomalacia being managed properly, I was like, there's no way baby boy is getting all these medication. He's always being pumped with meds. Why is not getting better? And he's actually not eating properly. And we visited the doctor, and he said he might not actually be eating properly. And if that's the case, then you're going to have to switch to formula. And it's something that I thought I wouldn't be doing, or something that I thought basically I wouldn't give him up until he's like a year old. I thought I would be breastfeeding Nasana up until is whenever age he wants to stop breastfeeding, 2 years, 3 years, you know. If you know, I thought that was what was going to happen, but I realized that no, man, I can't get off because he was crying still quite a lot. And one night he just decided he does not want my breast anymore. He looked at my breast, guys, when I was giving him the boob and trying to feed him, and he was just crying and crying, and he just did not want it. And I don't know if it was because he was struggling to latch, which is one of the things why I stopped breastfeeding. That's where I'm going. I stopped breastfeeding basically completely, and I had hoped he's gonna come back to the boob. Maybe he might not. I don't know, but he does not want the boob. It does not seem like he wants the boob anytime soon. And the crazy thing is that I actually have milk still in my breast, but baby boy does not want the breast. And so the last time I breastfed again was when he just didn't want the boob, and then I'm walala the whole night without breastfeeding. That for me was the most painful night of my entire life, where then we watched him sleep. Like, he was crying so much. Ekhala simzama simthutuzela simzama ufosa elibele lingene akalifuni sizama ufaka ibhotile. Did I even have a bottle then? I'm not even sure if I don't know what was going on actually back then. I think I wasn't able to pump. Because I thought if I do pump, I can give him the bottle, but there's something that was happening with Umbane Apendlin. Some outage or something that we had Apendlin that I couldn't pump. Hey guys, I went through it. I couldn't pump or something, and walala guys, that's it, never again. Guys. Luckily my son, when he turned I think 3 months, he started sleeping throughout the night. He would wake up like at an hour nap or 2 hour nap, and then throughout the night he'd sleep right through, like from 6 o'clock late alali up until like 5 a.m. You know? So that was the only thing that kept me sane. But at least he's still sleeping, checking him every 2 to 3 hours, I was right, but I was like, that morning, 8 o'clock, my man needs to be Colic or Chekasi and attend formula. Because there's no way he's going through the whole day trying to force a boob that he does not want. He wants the formula, he wants to eat, we will give him that. And that's when I decided, yeah, I'm gonna do this formula thing. And yani guys, my man went to go buy formula, made a bottle, read the instructions, we gave it to him, and baby boy ate. And then I'm at about 250 meals with Botile by himself. And I was like, wow, gonna this whole time that I'm gonna be lamba. And it's like, yeah, like, guys, it was just heartbreaking because you don't know, you can't tell because the boob is in the mouth, he's sucking, he looks like he's sucking the boob, but you can't tell. Oba Ndana is actually not eating properly. But it's from the crying, just the gut feeling of just like looking at your child and being like, "I man." Baby boy was so skinny, and for me, I was like, "There's no way." I understand. I don't know about funny, and some babies are most on the skinnier side, some babies are more on the bigger side. But I was like, "Oh, Ndana is 3 months old, and you're telling me he hasn't gained much weight since he was born. There is no way. There's something off." So coupled with the crying, the not gaining the weight for me personally, yes, he was gaining weight like averagely, like normally, because he was also born on the smaller side. He was born 2.7 kgs and then he lost and then he became 2.5. So I had to get him back to a birth weight tag, which was 2.7 that first week, which I did. And then in the course of the 3 months because he wasn't feeding properly, and that's why I just decided, you know what, let me get the formula again and start him on the formula. And he ate. My baby boy ate, and anytime he was crying for food, he will eat. There was no, he ate on demand basically, and he was eating every hour. Not every 2 to 3 hours. He was literally eating every hour, every single time. So, and I was feeding him. I made sure I fed baby boy to the weight that he is right now, which I'm so happy about. I became at least more at peace. It was hard to accept the fact that my breastfeeding journey was coming to an end at such a young age. Oh boy. But I could see that he is not interested. If he was interested and even didn't have my phone, then I think it would have been a different story. But the fact that he just did not want the boob at all, I was like, you know what, it's sad, it hurts, you know, because it's supposed to be a bonding moment, you know, where I'm breastfeeding him and stuff, but it's fine. We still have our own moments, you know. It doesn't have to be through the breast, I guess, the comfort, you know, the boob and stuff. But I had to accept, and he needs to be fed, and right now a fed baby is what's healthy. Yes, breast milk is what's needed, obviously. Even my pumping journey game, guys, besides baby boy not being able to latch properly, because it wasn't latching properly, I was not taking out milk properly that I was supposed to. I tried pumping, but pumping is not the same as baby boy latching, so that caused my breast to just stop producing milk. The time where I tried my best to pump for him, to give him a bit of milk while he was doing formula. I think like 4 months in, when he was 4 months, I tried to do the mixed feeding where when you make it potile, your formula is in 2 or 3, and then give him 2 bottles of breast milk. Try to pump, but honestly, it mentally and physically, it was very strenuous, causing me a lot of stress. And I just decided, you know what, it's fine. Like, also the milk that I was taking out, it wasn't as thick as it should. It was more watery, so it was just like the first milk that comes out. It wasn't like the proper nutrients that he needed. So I was just like, you know what, let me just stop altogether at this point. And it was just me and my man at that point in time, because we left my mom's place, I think, after a month. I think we stayed at my mom's place for a month, and then we came back, and it was just him and I, and there was not much help. Basically, there was no help. It was just me and my man just doing this parenting thing by ourselves, and it was quite a lot, man, for me. And I was just like, you know what, let me just stop altogether. Yeah, that's it about the breastfeeding, basically. That's how it ended. Then he's happy, he's gaining weight, he's gonna start on my solids soon. He just grew 2 teeth, first 2 teeth, bottom teeth. So yeah, he's gonna start solids soon, he's gonna start eating proper food soon, and so yeah, sure. Someone's coming to visit. He just woke up from his nap. Say so boy na. Say so boy. Yo, it's so boy na. It's on boy na. Cheese.
Yeah, big cheeks. Yeah, big cheeks. Yeah, Mr. Big Cheeks.
Mr. Big Cheeks.
Yeah, Mr. Big Cheeks.
Ah, Mr. Big Cheeks. Say so boy.
Good.
Yung boy needs to do the mind. And some boy came to visit. How's the nap? Cheeky. He's been cheeky. Hey, somebody's awake, so I need to tend to him soon. But I just wanted to finish. I can't wait to give him his first solid. We actually tried porridge on him, guys. I think it was 2-3 days ago, and he actually ate it. He ate it, he gagged, which is normal for babies when they first eat their first solids. But yeah, he swallowed. I took it back to Cham, and he was fine. He was wanting more. Usually, they just turn away if they don't want any more food. But he actually was, was interested in the food. So I'm excited for him to start to get properly other meals, and he's obviously going to continue with his formula. And yeah, that's going to be another journey again. Postpartum hit. I also got my cycle back, and I think the day I got my cycle back, I was like, wow, of all the things that are hitting me all at once, I just had to get my period back. Like, I just had to get my period back, because I thought I'd go maybe months without it, because I've read somewhere that breastfeeding moms can take quite a lot of time to come back on their period. But I think I only figured 2 months later, after 2 months having baby boy, on my period. Besides the period, just hormones, my hormones in general, just constantly shifting. Guys, I think just my hormones going through up and down. You just don't know what you're gonna feel today, what you're gonna feel tomorrow, and I'm just constantly going through it. I'm just constantly feeling like shit. There was so much also that happened that contributed to me also now getting a postpartum depression, because it's something that I also did get, and I still feel like I do have it. And it's something that I don't know if I'm ready to talk about now, but there's a lot of contributions to that apart from just like normal motherhood things, just the environment, people, families, that contributed to postpartum depression, because I thought there'd be a lot of, I don't know, like a village, I was promised an entire village when I had a baby boy. That village was nowhere to be found, and asking for help also was quite difficult, because they were not there when I was having sex and having the time of my life, and I was a baby because of that, and now I want their help, like they're not entitled to help me, abantu. So that's why for me it was just difficult to ask for help. But honestly, I did need the help. I went through it. I wish I had more help. I wish we could afford a nanny. It's something that I cry about almost every day. Like, I wish I could afford help. I could afford to pay in, but we can't. We have to look after this baby by ourselves. And luckily, Unate works from home, so we have to here and there when it's not working. But it's quite a lot to deal with them done at 24/7 without any breaks, without any help. And it's just dealing with families just in general. I don't want to delve into it much, but it broke my heart. It sent me through a postpartum depression, and it's something that I'm still working my way out of. I don't know when I'll feel better, but I hope one day feel a bit better than I'm feeling right now, because it just shifts a lot. My brain is not working and functioning as how it used to. I forget things a lot. My memory is shit. My mood is shit. People are shit. Life is shit. Hopefully it gets better than this. But all I can say, what makes me happy right now is that my son is growing. I can see the growth. The fact that he has 2 teeth is what's making me happy. The fact that he's gained weight is what's making me happy. He's growing. Yeah, I'm just happy about that. I wanted a healthy baby, and my baby's healthy. He's beautiful. He's gorgeous. Everything's functioning well. His laryngomalacia is fine. He's okay. Me, not in the slightest. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, not in the slightest, shame. Good name, you guys. Good name that I wish I could share right now, but I think the only thing I could share right now is what I've shared with y'all. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Baby boy is 5 months now, and we're looking forward to the next months and what they bring us. And when he's older, I'm gonna come back on here again, and maybe I'll be feeling a different way. I'll look at this video and be like, yo, I'm Kowashem. Maybe, or maybe I'll still be in this hellhole that I'm in. And it's not because of him specifically. He's okay. He's the light of my life. It's just the changes that shifted with having him. Also with my career being on a standstill. And I know I've talked about my career, I don't know for how long. I'm tired of talking about it. Right now I'm unemployed. I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend at this point. I don't have the time or the luxury of working or looking for work because one, mine who's gonna take care of the baby while I'm at work. My man can't because he has work and he has clients. There's that where I need to work so I can put in more money, but how am I going to do that? So yeah, hopefully I can be consistent as a creator, a content creator. Hopefully you guys enjoy my stuff and I can make money off of it. But that also takes consistency and takes time, which sometimes I do not have. Most of the time I do not have. I'll always try again. I'll always try to pick myself back up and try again. This is me trying again with this video, and hopefully things do get better from here. I wish I had him when I'm at a better place financially, specifically financially, so that, I can be able to do other things, and also just like with help and stuff, because, financially you can get help. Hire somebody to take care of a baby while you, hustling and trying to get your shit together. But yeah, guys, I don't want to make this video so long. I think I'm going to end it here because one, I also need to go to the mall to go get some meat because we need to cook today, eat dinner. I need to cook, eat dinner, or my man's going to cook, I don't know. And then we need to do a nighttime routine for baby boy when we come back from the mall. And then that's our night. We literally only get downtime for like 2 hours only because we spend the day with him literally all the time. He only takes 30-minute naps and he sleeps the whole entire night. But now that he's teething, he is teething. That's why he has obviously 2 teeth. But all I can say is motherhood is chaos and beautiful at the same time. You have this beautiful, precious gift, but at the same time, it's just chaos, that comes with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, guys. Baby boy is hungry. He needs to eat now. Anyway, I don't even know. England is so clogged right now with a lot. I don't even know what I said or what I didn't say. All I'm going to say is thank you guys for watching. To be continued. I hope I covered some stuff. This is as real as it can get. Judging. And yeah, I'll see you next time on Issy's Diary.